Sleep is free and it's the best, yes, the best health hack that you can use for building muscle, for losing body fat, for longevity. Sleep is the best health hack that you can use. However, in the modern world, we have these things, you've probably heard of them, they're called mobile phones. We have things like Netflix, TV, computers. The reality is we waste a lot of time on our mobile phones. We have apps like Instagram where we spend about 2 hours a day scrolling aimlessly, looking at how perfect everybody else's lives are, even though we fail to forget that everybody else's photos are just edited. And of course they have loads of imperfections, although on the photos it seems that they're perfect and they have no imperfections and that you're just not good enough and they're so brilliant while they pose in front of the Ferrari that they don't actually own. I say all of that to say that work, technology, the modern way of living means that we often miss out on sleep. There are so many things to do, so many distractions. We have kids, we have work, we have school, we have technology, and we tend to miss out on sleep, and I'm going to teach you what we can do about it. You want to make progress in the gym, you want to build more muscle. How can you do that when you're getting a lack of sleep, when you're not getting enough sleep? Well, the first thing that you can do is actually lower your weekly volume. This is actually going to increase your muscle gains, not decrease them. The reason is because if you're doing, let's say, 15 sets per week, and now you actually lower that to 12 sets per week, so we're doing less volume, that means that you can actually recover from the 12 sets per week on your lower sleep schedule. Whereas if you're doing a lot of weekly volume, there's just no way you're going to recover from that. And the truth is you can only grow from what you can actually recover from. The way you recover from your workout is by getting optimal sleep. How much work you can do in the gym is really determined by how much sleep you can get. This is an extreme example, and this is something that I don't do and none of you are going to do either, and something you shouldn't do, but technically you could sleep 12 hours a day. You could have someone cook all of your meals and bring them to you, and you could be able to do a lot more weekly sets than the average person because you are actually recovering from those sets. So the best thing you can do is just do less volume. Don't work out with less effort in the gym, still give it the same effort, but you're just taking some of that volume away. That's going to allow you to still make progress. If you are only getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night, although I do want you to train hard in the gym, do not push yourself to failure. Don't beat yourself up in the gym. You're much better off just leaving 1 or 2 reps left in the tank, not going all out and being able to complete your workouts consistently every week. If you try to go all out and give it everything you've got on 4 hours of sleep, you're going to come into the next session feeling burnt out. You're not going to be making progress, because remember, we can only grow from what we can recover from. To be 100% honest with you, the point of this video is not to teach you how to work out with lack of sleep. It's to convince you of my next point, which is you actually need to start making sleep a priority. If you're not making sleep a priority, you should be, for these reasons. The truth is we have 24 hours a day. Every single one of us does. Whether it's Elon Musk, whether it's me, whether it's you, we all have 24 hours in a day. That means you have to sleep 8. That means you might go to work for 10 hours a day. But that still means you've got time left during the day. You've got 6 hours to eat and shower. So what else are you really doing? Are you wasting time watching television, going on Instagram, all of those things, going to parties? And sleep should be your priority. Health comes first. Everything else comes after your health. If you want to be a person that's taken seriously, if you want to show up as a leader in your life, if you want to set a good example for your children, if you're going to have kids, do you think you're the best boyfriend? Do you think you're the best employee? Maybe you're the CEO or a leader of a company. If you have 4 or 5 hours of sleep, do you think you're showing up best for those people? No, you're not. You're not being the best for the people around you. The lowest amount of sleep I would recommend is 7 hours. Hopefully you can get 8 hours. Some people do actually like to get 9 hours. For me, I like 8 hours. I can go on 7 as well. And when I say 7 or 8 hours, that doesn't mean, well, he said 7 or 8, so I'll just do 5 or 6 because I only currently do 4. That means 7 is the absolute minimum. We don't go lower than 7 hours sleep. If you want to show up as the best, if you want to be the healthiest you can be, if you want to be the best you can be, show up to be the best version of you every day, prioritize your sleep. If you're still in a position where you've actually looked at your 24 hours and you're saying, look, I actually don't really go on social media, I don't really watch TV, I don't even go to parties, it's because of my work, genuinely is because of my work, that I actually can only get 4 or 5 hours of sleep some days. Maybe you do work that long hours. If that's the case, I just recommend thinking about switching careers. That doesn't mean you can just do that in a heartbeat. It might take a year to be able to switch careers, but that should be in your head, because your sleep is so important for everybody around you and for yourself. For your own longevity in life, you need to be thinking about what type of career you could be doing instead of the one you're currently doing, because only getting that amount of sleep is not going to be a long-term solution. The next video I would recommend you watch next is 3 weight gain mistakes. This is if you want to build muscle. I'm guessing that's what you want to do if you're going to the gym. This is going to help you gain muscle, but do it in the right way, and make sure you avoid some of the mistakes that I've made in the past and most of you are probably making.